right, so next up, we figured we would do a drink. Okay, so again, those sometimes when you don't feel like eating, like chewing, because that could be a lot of work sometimes, is drinking something, right? So again, you're going to want to have some sort of beverage. So in this case, we're making a smoothie, but it's really great because all you need is your liquid, which whenever you put in it will kind of combine. So this is a really great way to add in those vegetables, add in those fruits, and also like bump up the protein for you. Now, often, when you don't feel like eating, so obviously you might feel low energy, but it is really important to drink, okay? Because with low energy, we often see that people might find themselves dehydrated. Okay, so you can definitely get those calories and making every bite count through the drinks that you're having.
Yes, that's my cue. So we're making a fun drink, and we're gonna do like a smoothie, but it's a play off of like a traditional cocktail. So this is obviously a virgin version of it, but we're gonna make like a Pina Colada Smoothie, which the ingredients involved are, super tropical and fun, but it's a great way to add some of those extra calories and protein, like Steph talked about it, and to make it a little bit more of a substantial beverage, right? So for this, we're gonna be utilizing the frozen nature of these fruits to give this smoothie this really, really nice texture, okay? So to that, we're going to the blender, we're gonna add some, look for a spoon here. We're gonna add some frozen banana. Now again, this is a great way to sort of use up some of those like ripe bananas. You can, when you start to get a little ripe, then you can just chop them up, put them in onto a baking pan with some parchment, freeze them, bag them, and you have some good to go. But the beautiful thing now, within the last few years, especially at the grocery store, is that you can find so many different varieties of fruits and vegetables that are frozen, which takes a lot of that work out for you. And totally. I know something
yeah, they're just as nutritious as fresh. Picked at the peak of their freshness, and they use it they lock the nutrients in a specific way. So yeah, definitely use that to your advantage. Like when you don't have an appetite, you likely don't feel like being in the kitchen and prepping and cooking, etc. So you want to make things really easy for you, and kind of have that grab and go style. So that's why snacks on hand are really good, or just being able to assemble something. So putting everything in a blender, push a button and boom, and then all of a sudden you have that, great, this could be a meal, it could be a snack. As long as you load it up with those healthy fats and protein, you're definitely in a good spot.
Yeah, so utilize those frozen fruits and vegetables. They're fantastic. We love using them in the kitchen. It saves you a ton of time. And even with those bananas, they have frozen bananas now that are already done for you. So if you have the time and energy and you want to prep it yourself, obviously do it yourself. You're going to probably save, a few bucks, but I find now that especially when they go on sale, it's almost worth it just to get the bagged fruit, because it's probably cheaper than the ones that are, out of season and kind of sitting around, right? So we have about 1 frozen banana worth here. We're gonna add about a cup frozen pineapple to this, and I'm just eyeballing it. It's not a super challenging recipe. And then this, which is awesome, they have frozen coconut now. It's already cut up, which I don't know the last time that I've tried to cut through a whole coconut before. I know I remember doing it before, and you're gonna take out all the big tools for that one. This is awesome. It's fresh coconut that's been frozen, and it's great. And you can throw them in even some like stews, even like some veggie stews and stuff. Throw a few little handfuls of coconut in there to make it really interesting. But it works really great in these drinks too. So I'm gonna add about half a cup. Now, if you don't have frozen coconut, you can definitely even use like the unsweetened shredded coconut. And that would give it a really nice coconut flavor as well. Or for the liquid, you can just add coconut milk. And that'll also help to give it this really nice coconut flavor. So it's that combination of pineapple and coconut that we're looking for this pina colada. And then we're going to add a little bit of cinnamon to that as well. You can add nutmeg just for a little pinch of spice. That's just my little take. I don't think it's traditionally used in pina coladas, but I like the way it tastes. And especially when you're using frozen fruits, the freezing process can dull the flavor a little bit. So any little bit of acidity, so even like a little bit of lime juice in here, or that spice is going to just help to bring that flavor back to life. And then liquid. This is your opportunity to, like Steph mentioned, if you want to add more protein and more calories, then choose a liquid that does have a little bit more protein and calories. So whether it's a full fat milk, you can add soy milk or coconut milk, or you can even add like a nutritional booster to this, right? Like an Ensure or something like that.
Totally. You could use an Ensure as the liquid or even use a protein powder. Honestly, many of them are great. Like, there's vegan ones, there's vegetarian ones, there's whey protein. It's just if you are on treatment, you want to be mindful of the additional supplements that are also, like, sometimes there's lots of vitamin C, or so you might want to just discuss that with your oncologist. But there are a few, like Ensure, that's fine, it's a meal replacement, or Beneprotein. These are ones that are like solely protein based, and they don't have like that added other nutrients or minerals and vitamins into them. So there's definitely lots of options here. And I know Jer wants to press the button, so go ahead. Oh no, he's muted. Okay, cool. So yeah, I mean, this is something that's super, super great. And then, it's the summertime, so why not play around with some popsicles? So you could blend this and then also freeze it later on. So this could be like more of like a high protein popsicle that you could also enjoy. And so, yeah, again, like just, when you're experiencing that low appetite, just thinking of ways that when you do eat, that you can make every bite count. And so kind of the flash things and, things that I want you to take away from today's class and these recipes is really including that protein and those healthy fats wherever possible. And this can also be something that, you have as a snack, or maybe it's your breakfast or your lunch or your dinner, right? So when you don't feel like eating, and you do get that urge for some sort of food, all bets are off, just eat what you can type of thing, because it is really important for you to have that energy.
I just muted.
I know, that's great.
I'm just going to give it one more spin. And what I did was, again, I eyeballed this, but if you find that it's not spinning, if it's not turning, just add a little bit more liquid as you go, and stop it every once in a while to push down some of that frozen fruit, just so that it blends evenly. So I'm just going to go one more.
Yeah. Absolutely. And then, again, like if you don't feel like eating, some other tips and tricks to accommodate this is, can you eat with other people? So are there family members, that might be around, sometimes that kind of distraction. And I know it could be hard because of COVID, but, perhaps going outside, or, even having a Zoom video call and eat with a friend or a family member. Sometimes that helps as well. And again, like if you are experiencing other side effects like GI or tummy issues, discussing with your doctor or your healthcare team if there's anything that you can do to help with that. So like nausea, vomiting, or even emotional distress like pain or, well, that's more of a physical, but that also, or, sadness, depression, stress. These are all reasons that you might not want to eat as much as you used to. And then again, this sometimes is a small time period. It might go away. So again, just being patient and, if you're lucky to have a caregiver or somebody who can provide or make food for you, then this is another type of option to include.
All right, so we are done. Really simple. We wanted to make it nice, icy.
Nice and thick. That's nice. Good.
Super refreshing. And there we go. That's our Pina Colada Smoothie.
Yay.
Cheers. And
cool.
I'll have a sip.
Oh, jealous.
Sorry, Steph.
So I'm just going to take a look at our next class is on August 19th.
Next class, August 19th. So thank you again, everyone, for joining us today. Hopefully you picked up something new, either some nutrition tips to help manage loss of appetite. And I will mention as well that Stephanie and I did develop a video with our incredible Natasha, video extraordinaire, who's also producing this live show as we speak. But we have a great video that has more tips on how to manage cancer-related appetite loss that you can find on our YouTube channel. So we posted that recently, so you can check. It's in the nutrition tips section. The video's on there, so you can check that out. And for all of our videos, all of our past classes, and for notifications on all of our upcoming classes, like in August, be sure to subscribe. And that'll give you sort of a little notification on when we have any new videos or classes coming up. With that being said, thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. If no one has any questions in the chat here, I don't think I saw any questions, you can definitely reach out to us as well. We have our email contact on our website. But yeah, have a great day. Happy cooking.
Thanks, everybody.